I'm working on the border for the pool because we have a wedding coming up that we're going to hold underneath the trellis. And I'm using an iPhone to record the video, but it's giving me trouble. So I missed digging out the first part of the border. I was putting the rocks into a cart and hauling to an opening in the back, and I'll reuse that rock around the outside of the fence later. I had some lights and a plastic border and some containers that were in the way, and I needed to move them. I suppose I probably should have gotten all of that done before I started digging, but for some reason I was in a hurry to start digging. Digging out the rock was hindered a little bit by the landscape fabric and the pins holding that fabric down. My shovel kept sticking on them, but when I got it in the right place, it would easily push through the rock and allow me to dig it out. I suppose I should have used, sitting here looking at this thinking I should have used a regular shovel with a point on it. It probably would have went through a lot easier, but I wasn't thinking, it was just digging. I was too lazy to pull the weeds and prep the area, so I just yanked them and threw them over the fence. I'll mulch them with the mower later. I really need to dig this out deeper so the cover won't be up on the fence, but that'll have to wait for a later date. The wedding is coming up quickly. This is down by the far corner of the pool, and that box is an electrical access that I haven't ever added a GFI to for power down there. I really don't need it right now, or haven't needed it. If I ever build the waterfall that Gigi wants, then I'll need it for the pump. But that's a project for later. I've got to practice building some boulders and build the boulders first. I suppose that'll be another video that I'll make. It doesn't seem like building rocks would be that hard, at least from the research I've done. But we'll see if I can get them to look the way that she wants them to look and have the water flow the way that she wants it to flow. Time will tell. Now I'm in the corner behind the storage building. This area is always a mess. Leaves collect in it. I really need to spend more time on this than what I've got, but it's the lowest point of the concrete on that end. Water collects and leaves, and it's just always a mess, everything draining into here. But time over the summer, I'll dig it out more. It's just a little hard digging in Georgia clay. You wet it and then dig it out, and then wet it and dig it out. But I've got to get it down below the fence, and that way everything drains right and doesn't rot the bottom of the fence. And once again, my phone let me down, and I missed hauling, dumping, and spreading the first few loads of mulch. Half the truckload. But after trying to dump the cart partially and failing, I changed my process and started just grabbing mulch and throwing it into the section and leveling it out. That went much easier than trying to dump part of the load. May seem harder, but in the long run, it wasn't. I was going to use a rake or the backside of a rake, but I found out that the push broom I had handy worked pretty well. I could use the backside of it to move it around, and then when I was ready to level it out, I could use the bristles to level it out. Oh, and I noticed a spot I got low and high. I'm going to have to go back out and take care of that. And I'm trying to change my practice and clean up as I go rather than leaving it all at the end and then not getting around to ever cleaning it up. Finished up some other little tasks, replaced a piece of siding that went from the door on and along underneath the window. It was flopping in the breeze, blew the leaves off. And then there was another section of the door that was on the left side of the door, had some holes in it, but got that replaced. I just don't have a final picture. And we also had replaced an air conditioner, a huge unit, took it down to a small, more efficient unit. Left a huge opening. I foamed it up and then covered it up with some trim. And we held the wedding. So we got Amanda and Brad, and then Amanda's sister is on the left, Katie. And pastor was Jeff.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride. Congratulations. It's my honor to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Lovin.
Yay!
Boom.
Boom.
She's like,
And a successful wedding. I won't show much more of it because I'll let Brad and Amanda decide what they want to show as public and what they don't. But I'm happy for them.